Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian out with you as we wrap up a big 3-day holiday weekend here. We had the Carry back on Friday. On Saturday, we had a tremendous renewal of the Smile. Today, we have the Soldier's Dancer on the turf in race 10. We also have a Rainbow Six with $100,000 in the estimated jackpot. We'll send it upstairs to track announcer Kenny Livingood with the scratches and weather conditions.
Temperatures in the upper 80s. Sunny skies. The main track is good. The Topeka track is always fast, and the turf course is firm. Race 1, no changes. They're off and running at Gulfstream. Racing Star was the quickest to jump. Ironman Jimmy to his inside joins the early mix. Sam Stormy goes up, and Giro will be a part of the early pace, and Nate the Great is going to be caught wide on this clubhouse turn run. Ambor Knight saves ground at the rail as they move around this turn. Then it's Midnight Onyx who races outside of Charge Off, and the one at the back is Noble Star. He's 9 lengths behind. Iron Man Jimmy and Racing Star to the backstretch together. Then it's the team of Giro, and at the inside, Sam Stormy. Nate the Great is now 4 lengths behind. He's worked over to race in the 2-path outside of Ambor Knight. And it's Midnight Onyx races outside of Charge Off, and Noble Star can see them all. The opening quarter was 24 seconds flat, and it's Iron Man Jimmy who has an uncontested lead now by 2. Giro is racing second outside of Sam Stormy as Racing Star calls it an afternoon. Nate the Great improves while 3 wide. Midnight Onyx is next, then Ambor Knight ahead of Charge Off and Noble Star. Around the far turn after a half in 47-2, they picked it up a tad, and Iron Man Jimmy is the target. Nate the Great and Edgard on the outside. They're just a neck behind. Then Midnight Onyx and Sam Stormy's had a ground-saving journey. They wheel for home. Iron Man Jimmy off the turn with the lead. Nate the Great collars him, and there's a furlong left to go. Ambor Knight at the inside, then Midnight Onyx. Nate the Great and Iron Man Jimmy. These two are heads apart. They're nip and tuck with a 16th to go. Nate the Great just in front. Iron Man Jimmy at the outside, but it's Nate the Great and Edgard and Safi again. Then Iron Man Jimmy and Ambor Knight. It's a photo from there in 129-2. They're all set. And away they go. They all jumped out pretty clean. It's Money Love who reaches out for the early lead. Money Love is on top. Joey Muscles, and in the center of the track is Noble J. And now it's Gallant Knight who takes over as they head for the far turn. Oleg checked hard there. Oleg had to hammer on the brakes. Gallant Knight into the far turn with the advantage. Carambasso a length and a half behind while applying pressure. Then it's Joey Muscles who's 3 wide in the course. Then it's Noble J who improves outside of Oleg. Money Love who broke alertly is back. Only in front of George is important. Around the far turn they go after a quarter in 22-4. Carambasso grabs the lead with a quarter mile left to go. Noble J trying to rev it up while 3 wide. Joey Muscles is ridden to keep his spot as they turn for home. Carambasso off the turn with a 2-length lead. Joey Muscles and Noble J down the center. Furlong left to go. Carambasso just in front. Joey Muscles in the 2-path and Noble J down the center. 16th of a mile. Joey Muscles edges past, and Joey Muscles, the experience pays off. Joey Muscles in front. Carambasso and Noble J, 59 flat.
They're off in the Curlin Florida Derby. After 3 quarters in 112-1, Known Agenda is now on to take over the lead. It's Known Agenda for St. Elias Stable. Florida Derby winner, Known Agenda.
Whether you're new to the world of horse racing or a seasoned professional, we have something for everyone here at the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame. From fine art to legendary artifacts, our mission is to preserve and promote the history of thoroughbred racing in America and honor the sport's most accomplished participants. Open year-round and located on Union Avenue, right across from Saratoga Racecourse, adding to the rich history surrounding the oldest racetrack in America. Visit racingmuseum.org.
Off and running. Beauty to behold, quick to break the line. There goes Evanston and Mrs. Bradstreet, part of the early mix, with Miss Terrence Sansall down toward the inside. LTE Starkwinter will be covered up between rivals. In a blink's going to be wide for this first turn run, then Summertime, Tisdy, Amazing Lady, and Paracas are the trailers as they head into the first turn, and Mrs. Bradstreet will go on with it. Mrs. Bradstreet opens up 2 lengths from Evanston, who's racing second. Beauty to behold, races in the gold colors, 4 lengths behind. Then it's In a Blink. Miss Terrence Sansall is at the inside of Summertime. LTE Starkwinter is third, last gap of 3 to Tisdy, Amazing Lady, and Paracas can see them all. On to the backstretch, long shot, Mrs. Bradstreet doles out the fractions. The opening quarter was 24-1. Mrs. Bradstreet's on top. Then it's a 3-wide Beauty to behold with Evanston racing in between rivals. In a Blink is out wide. Miss Terrence Sansall's down at the inside. Then LTE Starkwinter after a half in 48-4. Less than half a mile to go, they run for the far turn, and they got to catch Mrs. Bradstreet, who's on top by a length and a half. Beauty to behold is second. Evanston at the inside is third. Miss Terrence Sansall is ridden for position between rivals. In a Blink is on her outside. Then it's a 4-wide Summertime. Then LTE Starkwinter and the trailers Tisdy, Amazing Lady, and Paracas around the far turn. Beauty to behold has grabbed the lead with less than 3 furlongs to run. Beauty to behold, Mrs. Bradstreet down at the inside. Then In a Blink, Summertime, Miss Terrence Sansall is splitting rivals. Evanston's at the rail. Off the turn into the stretch drive. Beauty to behold drifting in, but she's got a 3-length lead. Miss Terrence Sansall tries to rally at the rail. LTE Starkwinter down the centers, closing good ground. Here comes LTE Starkwinter up to grab the lead with a 16th to go. Beauty to behold at the inside, then Miss Terrence Sansall, but it's Edgard Zayas and LTE Starkwinter. Then Beauty to behold and Miss Terrence Sansall, 146-1. They're up and running. Tapping on the brakes is Real Mikey. She'll be last. Twizzle from the inside fires out quickly. Black Belt Barbie and Super Spin. And Patty's Having Fun is right up on this pace while racing wide as they head down the backstretch run, and the trailer is Real Mikey. So Twizzle has inside position and has the lead for the far turn run. Black Belt Barbie in the 2-path with a 3-wide Super Spin. 3 across the course as they head into the far turn. Patty's Having Fun is just 2 lengths behind, and it's 5 back to Real Mikey. The opening quarter flat out fast. 22 seconds flat around the far turn they go. Super Spin has grabbed the lead. Black Belt Barbie is all in and drops back to third as Patty's Having Fun improves outside of her. Then it's Twizzle who's back to fourth and nothing from Real Mikey. Around the far turn, Super Spin confidently handled by Edgard Zayas coming to the top of the stretch with the lead, but Patty's Having Fun is up for the fight, and these two will turn together. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. They're on their way home. Super Spin short lead. Patty's Having Fun trying to push past. They come past the 8th pole, and Patty's Having Fun hits the front. Back to second, Super Spin, then Black Belt Barbie, but in deep stretch, it's Patty's Having Fun and Joe Trejos in front. Patty's Having Fun wins by 3.5 in the end. Then Super Spin, Black Belt Barbie, and Real Mikey. 113-2. They're off in the successful Native Handicap. Moon Capture reaches out for the early lead. Portofino joins them from the rail. Mamba on 3 is between rivals. The 2 at the back are Gatsby and Abrier Caminos. They run for the far turn, and Moon Capture's opened up 2. Mamba on 3 is on the outside, racing in second. Portofino's at the rail in third. Gap of 4 back to Gatsby, who's fourth inside of Abrier Caminos. Around the far turn, Moon Capture is the leader, leads it by a length and a half on Mamba on 3. The opening quarter, they couldn't have gone faster. It's 20-4. Less than 3 furlongs to run, and they gotta catch Moon Capture. Mamba on 3 is on the outside, still a length and a half behind. Portofino has a ground-saving journey, then Abrier Caminos and Gatsby. Off the turn into the stretch, Moon Capture tries to go gate to wire. We'll see what he's got left for the final furlong. Down the center, Mamba on 3, and Abrier Caminos are trying to close in. Moon Capture's just in front. Abrier Caminos is launching late. Moon Capture needs the line. Here's Abrier Caminos. It's tight. It's tight for win. Did Abrier Caminos run down Moon Capture? Portofino is third. We'll wait for the photo in 56-1. They're off and running, and they're in a perfect line. Commandant begins well from the inside. Cosmic Speculation reaches out for the early lead, and Cajun's Magic is toward the inside, and he'll cross over and clear Commandant as they head for the first turn. So Cosmic Speculation is on top. Tap Gold trying to work over wall 3 wide. Cajun's Magic is at the inside. And it's Capazzo who races 3.5 lengths behind while racing fourth. Commandant's in the yellow colors at the rail, racing in fifth. On his outside is War Beat, and 3 back to Mr. Abario, who's the trailer. The opening quarter was 24 flat. Cosmic Speculation on the point. Cosmic Speculation pressured by Tap Gold, who's 3 parts of a length behind. Then it's 2 back to Capazzo, then War Beat. Commandant's angled off the rail. Cajun's Magic is now second last, and Mr. Abario is the trailer. Cosmic Speculation, an upset-minded front-stepping leader, leading it to Tap Gold after a half in 47-2. And these 2 are now 3 clear of Capazzo, then War Beat, who races outside of Commandant. Mr. Abario's improved past Cajun's Magic. 4 furlongs left to go. Cosmic Speculation and Tap Gold continue to go at it. Tap Gold and Cosmic Speculation with 3 furlongs to run. Then War Beat improving outside of Capazzo. Then Mr. Abario and Commandant. There's a quarter of a mile left to go, and Tap Gold has grabbed the front. War Beat continues a sustained bid. Commandant picking his way through traffic. Mr. Abario is fanned wide for the stretch. Then Capazzo. Cosmic Speculation drops back into the final furlong. Tap Gold to catch Commandant, and Mr. Abario rallying down the center. War Beat is fourth. In deep stretch, it's Tap Gold. Commandant's picking him up, and here comes Commandant. Commandant in front. Tap Gold second. Mr. Abario is third, and War Beat is fourth. They're off and running. Mrs. Gambolini's off slow. Byrony is off very quick, and Byrony heads off for the early lead. Queen Valentina's part of the mix. Lady Rosette and Tiz Ready down toward the inside. Mrs. Gambolini, who broke poorly, is up racing in the center of the track. In front of her is Next Right Thing as they run for the far turn, and out the back is Queen Tatiana. So to the far turn they go. Byrony has sharp speed on debut. She's in front by 3 lengths. Next Right Thing is up to second, 3 wide. Mrs. Gambolini is now third. Tiz Ready is fourth, then Queen Valentina, who's fifth, and it's 5 back to Lady Rosette and Queen Tatiana. They drilled that quarter, 20-4, and Byrony is the leader, but now she's tackled by Mrs. Gambolini. Up on the outside, Mrs. Gambolini just grabbed the lead. Next Right Thing tries to go get her. Byrony down at the inside, then Tiz Ready and Queen Valentina. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Mrs. Gambolini's driven out, and she's in front by 3. Next Right Thing is up to second, but this is a debut winner for Saffy Joseph Jr. Her name is Mrs. Gambolini. Then Next Right Thing and Byrony. Off and running. Fantastica's off slow. She's 4 lengths last. Musical Journey and Bullet Valentina begin well, and those two head out for the early lead together. Gratia's down toward the inside. Luchavan Listel angles over from a wide draw to race 2 wide into this first turn run. Then it's Sunroof. The favorite's about 4 lengths behind while racing outside of Pola of Trouble. Na Dudette and Fantastica have been outrun early as they head around this clubhouse turn. Musical Journey doling out the fractions with Gratia, and Gratia's going to go on with it as they hit the top of the backstretch. Music Valentina down at the inside, then it's Bullet Valentina in third. On the outside is Luchavan Lastel from fourth. Sunroof races clearly while fifth and about 6 lengths behind. Then it's Fantastica improves outside of Na Dudette, and Pola of Trouble is now the trailer. Gratia and Musical Journey continue to do battle past an opening quarter in 24-4. Then it's the team of Bullet Valentina and Luchavan Listel. Sunroof's now 6 lengths behind. 3 back to Na Dudette inside of Fantastica, and Pola of Trouble is at the rear. Halftime, 48 flat. Into the far turn they go. Musical Journey the leader, and Gratia still a half a length behind. These two have gone at it every step of the way. Sunroof starts to find her best. She's 3 wide and closing good ground, now just 3 lengths behind. As Luchavan Listel drops back, Bullet Valentina moves up at her inside. Then Fantastica and Na Dudette. Less than a quarter mile to go. They're on their way home. Musical Journey off the turn with the lead, but she's got to hold off Sunroof, and now Sunroof has grabbed the lead at the top of the stretch. Fantastica, after her poor beginning, is rallying down the center. In front, Sunroof. Musical Journey at the inside, over the top, and Fantastica. 16th to go. Sunroof driven out. Fantastica runs at her. Sunroof and Fantastica to the wire. It's Saffy and Edgard again. It's Sunroof. Then Fantastica, Musical Journey, and Na Dudette. 144-3.
They're off.
They're off and running. Gervin Girl wins the break and reaches out for the early lead. Brash and Know It down toward the inside. My Lady James part of the top flight. Beach Party Bingos between rivals. Down at the inside is Atalanta Alexandra. Then it's Slender Slipper outside of Lady Max, and Can't Stop Dreaming is the trailer. So they chase the speed of Gervin Girl and Brash and Know It at the rail. Brash and Know It holds the short lead. Gervin Girl, My Lady James is 3 wide. Beach Party Bingo is boxed in between rivals. Lady Max flanks her. It's a 4 wide slender slipper. Meanwhile, Atalanta and Alexandra is saving ground at the inside. Gap of 3 back to Can't Stop Dreamin'. Opening quarter, 23 seconds flat around the far turn they go. Brash and Know It is the target. Gervin Girl on the 2-path, 3 wide. My Lady James, Beach Party Bingo. Revving it up while 4 wide with a quarter of a mile left to go. Beach Party Bingo tries to go get My Lady James, who's in front. Gervin Girl's at the inside. Brash and Know It is back to 4th, and Atalanta Alexandra. They swing for home. My Lady James to catch. Beach Party Bingo down the center. Gervin Girl's at the inside, then Atalanta Alexandra. They come past the 8th pole. My Lady James in front. Beach Party Bingo is trying everything she can to reach My Lady James. My Lady James and Beach Party Bingo. Here's the wire. My Lady James and Sunny Leone. Then it's Beach Party Bingo, and then either Gervin Girl or Atalanta Alexandra. 117 and 2. Set for a start. They're off in the Soldier's Dancer. Stat had a good, clean beginning. The man up front reaches out for the early lead, and Eyes on the King is part of the early mix wall 3 wide. Down at the inside, Starship Renegade, Bluebirds over, moves up in between rivals, and he's going to have to tap on the brakes. He's up on heels. Then Super Energizer at the rail, and Novo Soul is last of them all. Into the clubhouse turn run. The man up front is the leader. Starship Renegade at the inside of Stat. Stat's in the second spot. Bluebirds over is in tight while racing in 4th. Eyes on the King is on his back. Then it's Novo Soul and Super Energizer at the rear. So they run to the backstretch. The man up front controls the pace. He leads Stat in a 3 wide. Eyes on the King. Bluebirds over races in between rivals. Novo Soul improves up to be 5th. Starship Renegade now second last. And Super Energizer is the trailer. They ran the opening quarter in 24 and 3. There's 4.5 furlongs to run after a half in 49 and 4. No real speed for this quality group, and the man up front is the target into the far turn. Stat couldn't have asked for a better trip. He's been stalking and a half a length behind. Eyes on the King is asked to quicken. Bluebirds over moves up at his inside. Then it's Super Energizer outside of Novo Soul, and Starship Renegade is last. Quarter of a mile left to go in the finale, and Stat and Edgard Zayas shove a nose on top. The man up front is at the inside. Bluebirds over, swings wide for the stretch drive, then Eyes on the King and Novo Soul. They come past the 8th pole. Stat hits the lead. The man up front, Novo Soul, and Bluebirds over try to go get Stat, who's got a 3-length cushion. It's Stat, it's Edgard Zayas, it's Safi Joseph Jr.'s world. We just live in it. Then it's Novo Soul, and Bluebirds over, 135 and 4.
That's a wrap on the 10-race Sunday card. We'll be back with you on Friday. Now, we've got a 3-day racing week throughout the summer. We'll see you here Friday at 12:55 p.m. with 9 of them